I had paused it on.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's recording now.
Yes. So welcome everybody and happy new year to all of you. And with the new year, it always comes the new year's resolution. And I bet being healthy is on everybody's agenda. And that's why I'm offering this seminar today. As always, let us breathe and chant for a minute. So I want all of you to close your eyes and take a deep, long breath. With each inhalation, balloon the belly. Each exhalation, pull the belly in. And continue breathing. And notice that when you inhale, your body feels little tense. And when you exhale, body feels completely relaxed. So observe the movement of the belly. Observe your breath. And now observe your mind. Mind always flows with the breath. So when the breath becomes rhythmic, mind becomes peaceful and calm and clear. And in that piece, I'm going to chant a prayer of health. Sarve pisukina santu. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschid dukhabhag bhave. Om Shanti. 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 And keeping this Shanti within, gently open your eyes. And namaste, everybody. Most of you know me, but there may be few people who are joining us today. So let me just do a quick introduction. My name is Vaijayanti Apte. I go by Jay Apte. And I'm an Ayurvedic doctor. And I have been practicing Ayurveda in US for more than 45 years. And I still have a clinic in Dallas, Texas. But as a social service, I offer these free seminars on Ayurveda because I think Ayurveda has a lot to offer us to take care of ourselves and our health. And that's what I'm offering all these seminars. And this is the beginning of the year. And every month, we will talk about different aspects of our health and how Ayurveda looks at it. Few housekeeping things is I will talk for about 45 minutes and then I will answer all your questions. So in the middle, if you have any question, you can write that in the chat. So at the end, I will look into chat and answer all your questions. And please mute yourself so there will not be any disturbance. So everybody will be able to listen to me very carefully. So the topic today I picked is let us be healthy, live longer, healthier with Ayurveda. So let me start sharing my presentation. One minute I have. This is a big problem. Hey, Jaya, can you just share, because it is saying host disabled participant share, screen sharing. What
Okay.
happened? Did you do anything?
No.
My goodness.
Hi, Sana.
Does anybody good in Zoom? If somebody is, then let me know. Okay, Krishna.
I'm Kiran here. I can try
Yes.
to see if you make me host. I can try to mute everyone and get it.
No, so for some reason it is saying that host disabled participant screen sharing. I don't understand that.
Right now, Jaya is host, so nobody
I
should.
will make you, I will, uh,
No, you can make him host. See if he can check it.
Jaya should make you co-host also.
Jaya, can you make
Yeah.
me co-host?
Let me see.
Click on my
Then
picture.
you'll be able to screen share.
Okay.
You know, Vaishu, if somebody knows this better, they can
No,
do it.
but you
Otherwise,
just click, go to my picture and see if you can make me co-host.
okay.
Go to Dr. Apte where you
Yeah.
see 3 dots.
Yes.
Make her co-host there.
Okay. Let me see.
Or right click on the name also. I think sometimes.
Okay. Me 3 dots la click केलं. आणि there is mute, stop video, chat, make co-host. Okay.
Yes,
Make her
co-host.
co-host.
So I did that.
Okay, let me see. Oh my goodness, it is stopping.
Now you should be able to share, Dr. Apte.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. You saved my life.
I think it was meant to be like that.
Yes, okay, thank you. So the presentation name is Live Longer, Healthier with Ayurveda. So yes, we are living longer. Lifespan is 75 years or 78 years. But are we living healthier? And that is a that is a big challenge because we go through so many of the health issues. Majority of the people have, they worry about their blood sugar, they worry about their blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol. Some may have arthritis, some may have kidney problems. So something or the other, people are suffering from many chronic diseases, and we end up taking the medicines. And instead of let my food be my medicine, our medicines have become our food, and that is the biggest challenge. So today I'm going to talk about how diet and lifestyle will help us to stay healthy. So let us first go through this journey into Ayurveda. So Ayurveda is the Veda of Ayu, that is the wisdom about healthy living. And Ayurveda really gives us simple steps how our diet and lifestyle can make us stay healthy, because our whole body is nothing but the food we eat, and lifestyle is when to eat, how to eat, and all those kind of guidelines. So it is very important that we understand mainly the Ayurvedic concept of diet and lifestyle. Then Ayurveda is the science of body, mind, and spirit. It's not only the physical health, but the health at the 3 levels: body, mind, and spirit. And we all know that our mind controls our body. These days, people are talking about mental health or mental disorders and all that. But Ayurveda has been talking about health at these 3 levels for more than 5,000 years. Then Ayurveda is the science of nature, and we always call Mother Nature. So whatever energies are in the nature, same 3 energies work in our body. So Ayurveda connects us to our Mother Nature and explains in simple terms how we can create that health. Then Ayurveda's first goal is Swasthasya Swasthya Rakshana. And that means people who are healthy is to maintain their health. And in conventional medicine, we really don't know how to maintain our health, because when it comes to health and healthcare, we always talk about disease care. But
511.
Ayurvedically, the true health is very, very different. And
511.
Ayurveda gives you the different ways to prevent all the diseases. Because we always say, an ounce of prevention is worth the pound of cure. So how we can maintain our swasthya is very, very important. And Ayurveda's second goal is Aturasya Vikara Prashamanam. That means the person who is has a disease to treat, but it's Ayurveda doesn't treat the disease, but Ayurveda treats the person who has the disease, because it's always we need to take care of the cause of the problem. And in different individuals, the cause is different. And unless we take care of that individual cause, the person doesn't get better. And we know that we here conventionally, we treat diabetes, we treat hypertension. It doesn't matter who the person is having it. So the same medicine is given to all the people. But in Ayurveda, based on each individual, the herbs change, the diet, lifestyle changes and all. So Ayurveda is more personalized science, personalized medicine and all. So it's very, very unique. So what is the foundation? What is the basis of Ayurveda? I mentioned about the three energies. So three natural energies govern the whole universe. And what are those three energies? We always say the wind, the sun or the heat, and the rain or the water. And our seasons are also related to all these three energies. And because we are part of the nature, same three energies work in our body. So the first energy is water energy that we call as a kapha dosha. And mainly the kapha is controlling, taking care of all the growth in the body, nourishing all the cells, lubricating all the systems. So making sure all the systems function very smoothly. Then the pitta dosha is the energy of transformation. We know everything needs to be changed and transformed and converted. So that is the energy called pitta dosha. And it is main function is metabolism at different levels, maintaining our body temperature, our vision, luster of the skin, thinking, and there are many more functions of pitta dosha. And then comes the vata dosha. Vata dosha is the wind energy, and it is related to all our nerve impulses, nerve signals going in with the lightning speed and our movements. And kapha is building the tissue, vata is breaking down the tissue. When the tissue becomes old, it is broken down, and kapha builds new tissues. So all these three, vata, pitta, kapha, these are the three energies are at the foundation level in Ayurveda, and we are always trying to create the balance of these three doshas. So they are also related to the season. I mentioned Kapha dosha, it rains a lot. In the northern state, it is snowing a lot. So all that is the water element. And late winter and spring, that is the season when Kapha dosha is predominant. Then after the spring season comes the summer season. And that time the temperature rises. Everything becomes very hot. So Pitta dosha is predominant during summertime. And vata dosha, the wind, when the fall comes, beginning September and all, the trees, the leaves start falling, our skin becomes very dry and all. So that is the vata dosha. The function of vata dosha is kind of I told you earlier is nerve signals and all that. But during fall season, this vata dosha aggravates and we get many of the health issues. So why these doshas are important? Because it's one-liner. Rogastu dosha vaishamyam, dosha samyam, arogata. Means when we maintain the balance of these three doshas in the original state, then it is our health. Arogata, arogya, or swasthya. That means we have to maintain the balance. Let them do their own function right. But if they aggravate, then rogastu dosha vaishamyam. Means when these dosha become vishama, when they aggravate or they become weak, then they cause the disease. So in Ayurveda, we always go back to this vata pitta kapha. For example, somebody has very congested, they have congestive headache and they have bronchitis, runny nose, watery eyes and all. So we look at these doshas. So among these three doshas, you will see water energy is aggravated Then we tell them different tips about diet, lifestyle to balance kapha dosha, and give them herbs so their vata kapha dosha is balanced and that allergies will get better. So that's how we always, doshas are always in the health state and in the disease state. But aggravated doshas cause the disease. So when we bring them back into balance, it is healing the body or taking care of that disease. Fire element, pitta dosha is also very important. But you can see when there is inferno, there is too much burning and all. It will cause a lot of acidity, hyperacidity. It may cause ulcers. It may cause skin issues. Your eyes will start burning. Your blood pressure may rise. So all these, when pitta dosha aggravate, you see so many of the symptoms. So our goal is to keep the pitta dosha also into balance. When the vata dosha in fall and all, mostly when vata dosha goes out of balance, we start getting aches and pains in the body, arthritis get worse, people complain about constipation, dry skin, anxiety, depression. All those things happen because the weather is very dry and cold and all, and vata is aggravated. But then if you keep that vata into balance, most of the symptoms go away and people start feeling so much better. So our whole idea is to keep these doshas into balance. And if we see in any symptom, if dosha is aggravated, then we go back to which dosha is aggravated and try to balance that dosha so body starts healing. So that's how important these doshas are. Very, very, for all Ayurvedic doctors and even for all of you, maintaining this balance of doshas is tremendously important. Then I told you about diet and lifestyle. It's very, very key. You are what we eat. We always say that. Because why food is so important? Our whole body is nothing but the food we eat. Food is the building blocks of our body. In yoga, it is called Anna, physical body is called Annamaya Kosh. That means whole body is nothing but the food we eat. And body is made up of what? Different tissues, like our blood, our skin, our muscles, our bones, our fat tissue, our nerve tissue, our immune cells. All these are made up from the food we eat. And that's what kind of food do you eat? Whether you eat fresh food, whether you eat homemade food, or do you eat canned food, do you eat frozen food, do you eat junk food? All your health depends on that because foods are the building blocks. But at the same time, when we think about building, we need wood, we need cement, we need bricks, we need glass, we need so many things. Same way, all the food groups are important. Carbs are important, protein is important, little bit fat is important, all the vegetables, fruits, some minerals are important. So these days we always talk about when somebody has diabetes, completely cut down on carb. Somebody has high cholesterol, completely cut down on fats. Somebody has kidney issue, just cut down on protein and all. So Ayurveda says you have to eat everything in the right proportion. And remember, when we eat rice and dal and ghee, so if you have like a 1 cup rice, then you cover it with cooked dal and you put 1 teaspoon of ghee on that rice. So that is the exact proportion of carb and protein and fat is ideal for our body, and along with it some fruits and vegetables and salt and all that, that is important. But what you eat also is important, because we also in Marathi we say jivanakari jivitva anna he purna brahma, means for all the living beings, what is the Brahman, what is the spirit, is the food. Food means water, food, air, and all that together becomes anna. And without that, we cannot live, because these tissues are constantly broken down to create energy. Then we need to build more tissues. What builds more tissues is the food we eat. So it is very important. But the next line says, Udara bharanano he janije yajna karma. That means when we eat, it's not like eating on the go or taking a bite or eating while you are working and all. Think about eating as a ritual, as you are doing the yajna. You really have to prepare for it. You have to bless the food. You have to eat very mindfully. You have to chew each bite 32 times and all that. Then only it's going to nourish your body so well. Then there is one more Sanskrit word, and you will see in one liner of these Ayurvedic things, there you can write the whole book. Pathe sati gadartasya beshajam grahanena kim. That means it says if you are going to follow pathya, if you are going to follow the diet right, then why do you need medicine? Grahanena beshajam grahanena kim means why do you need medicine? And only one letter is different in the second line. Pathe asati gadartasya beshajam grahanena kim. That means if you're not going to follow the pathya, then what is the use of medicine? And that has become our reality. We end up taking the medicine, and doctors say you have to take these medicines lifelong because the cause of the disease may be in your diet or lifestyle. And if you don't take care of it, then you end up just taking the medicine and putting the band-aid on your symptoms and take the medicines lifelong. But that's what Ayurveda says. If you are going to follow the right diet, then why do you need medicine? And if you are not going to follow the diet, what is medicine going to do? Because also remember here, in sickness and or in health, food is your savior. Remember, suppose you had a fracture or you had broken bone. So they will give you some painkillers, they will give you antibiotics and all. But what is going to build new bone cells? Not the medicine, but the food you eat. So when you eat bone-rich foods and all balanced foods, your bone will heal. If you have become anemic, what is going to help you build more blood is the food you eat. If your muscles become very, very weak, the food is going to build more muscle cells, not the medicine or anything else. And that's what food is. Eating right foods and eating food with all the rituals is very, very important. But this is only one part of the equation. And more important part of the equation is and what you digest, because digestion is the key. But food we eat becomes the building block for the food. But unless your digestive power, in Ayurveda we call Agni, unless that Agni digests that food and convert into your Mahabhutas and builds those Mahabhutas into your bodily tissues, as I said, your skin, your bone, your muscle, your fat, your immune cells, your blood and all that, body will not function right. And that's what digestion is also equally or even more important than just what you eat. Because if you eat simple food like chapati, sabji, rice, dal and all, but your Agni is excellent, then it will create very healthy body. But you may be eating organically grown food, and if you're eating gourmet food, fresh food, but your digestion is weak, then it's no use. Your body will not build strong tissues and you will not feel healthy. So it is taking care of your digestion is very critical, and that is the unique concept we call Agni. And here in Bhagavad Gita, we hear this, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritah Pranapana Samayukta Pachami Annam Chaturvidam. So Aham Vaishwanara. Vaishwanara Vishwa means the Vishwa, the Agni element in the nature or in the universe. Same Agni element resides around our navel, and we call Jatara Agni or Pachaka Pitta, and that digests food well, and then it starts building the tissues. And that's why our aim always have to be to protect that Agni at the optimum level. Balam, you want strength. How are you going to feel strong, like strong muscles, strong bones, good immune system and all? Who is going to build all these tissues? Your Agni is going to build all this tissue. Same way you want to be healthy. Again, to be healthy, your systems have to function right. What system depends on these doshas and dhatus? So you need that good dhatus on the body. Doshas need to function well. So Agni again is very, very important. You want long, healthy life. for that also, if you take care of this Agni, then you can achieve most of the things. And that's what, even in Ayurveda, the treatment part is called Kaya Chikitsa, and Kaya is Agni. So when, for any disease, when we treat, we take care of this Agni, build the Agni at the proper state, and person starts feeling better. So this Agni part is very, very important. Agni takes care of the complex process of creating all the tissues from the food we eat. And remember, it's not only like carb to glucose or protein to amino acid to fat to fatty acid, but this Agni uh, digests food to food mahabhutas, then convert that food mahabhutas into human mahabhutas, and then bring those right mahabhutas together to build different tissues. And those tissues are also very unique. Our blood group, somebody's blood group is Rh positive or negative, somebody has O, somebody has A, somebody has AB. So all your own Agni knows which dhatu, which blood group to produce and all that. You will also see a lot of people get like heart transplant, kidney transplant, and our body rejects that because it is not your own tissue. And that's what it is, very kind of specific tissue for each individual, and that's what our own Agni has to work at it to create all these balanced tissues. Remember, everybody's Agni is different. So same calories produce different effect in different individual. Because when it comes to nutrition, we always talk about, oh, this is only 500 calories. This is only 600 calories. But somebody's Agni is so strong, it can even digest 2000 calories very easily. And somebody's Agni may be so weak that person cannot even digest or burn the calories, which are maybe 700 or 800. So it's not only how many calories, but you always have to pay attention to this Agni. So Agni will improve your digestion also from those calories. It will build more tissues and all. So that important is the second part of the equation. So here you can see the three pictures. The middle is the optimum Agni, which digests food so well. On the picture on the left is a weak Agni. And if that Agni is weak, then what do we, it doesn't digest food well. And here is the aggravated Agni, is everything burning. That is too much hot, heat is also not good. Weak Agni is the worst. And what do we do instead of protecting our Agni? What do? We take every effort to weaken our Agni. We are constantly drinking ice cold water. We are constantly drinking ice cold drinks. We eat very cold foods. Then in the morning, these days, I talk to my patients and everybody talks about I eat smoothies. And smoothies are very, very cold. Again, from the beginning of the day, they kind of make effort to make their Agni very weak. And then they have a lot of digestive issues. Then they end up taking so many medicines and all. So Ayurveda always talks about taking the best care of this Agni. And what it says, Shantegno Mriyate, means if this Agni gets put off, this is almost like a death. And remember, because Agni is very, very weak, it is not going to build any tissues, and people are going to, their immune system is going to be weak, and all the tissues will be depleted, and they will start feeling very weak, and that causes the problems. But yukte chiranjivati anamaya. But when you maintain that Agni at the optimum state, it makes you become chiranjiva. That means you will live longer, but not only longer, but anamayaha. So without any disease. So you will live longer, healthier if you take good care of this Agni. And that's what it says. Tasmat Agnim Sadarakshit. So our effort constantly has to be on this Agni. I think I emphasize more on this Agni on your mind. So what are the different ways to strengthen Agni? The first thing is, how would you know that your Agni is very, very weak? And the simple test is watch your tongue in the mirror. If your tongue is very white, that means your Agni is weak, your body is not digesting food well. If you have bad breath, if you have weird taste in your mouth, that all tells you that your Agni is not functioning well. If your tongue looks pink, then it's a good sign of health. No ama, no coating, no bad breath, not too much saliva and all that. And how can we achieve that? So Ayurveda says eat only 2 or 3 meals at right times and zip your lips in between. And why is only 2 or 3 meals? Because once you eat any food, it takes 5 to 6 hours to digest that food. And what do? We every 2 3 hours we eat, we munch. We just eat cheese and crackers or nuts or the fruit or the junk food, and then it starts causing indigestion in the body, and then that indigestion causes it ferments, it causes toxin called ama, and that is the beginning of the disease. So when you eat like light breakfast in the morning around 7 8 o'clock, then till lunch, you wait till lunch around noon to 1, and again you eat your dinner around 6 to 7. So there are good 6 7 hours in between, and your body will digest food well and will not create ama, and will also strengthen your agni. Even a lot of people are doing intermittent fasting these days. They're eating only 2 meals and they're losing their weight. Their blood sugar is coming down, their blood pressure is coming down. So that is helping them a lot. Why? Because less food goes in and body is digesting that food well. So it is that important. Then watch what you eat. Avoid ice. Anything that cold, you just avoid. Limiting heavy, sweet, fried, cheesy foods and all, because they are very difficult to digest. You can eat that, but in proportion, not in excess. Then eating medium spicy food. There has to be the spice in the food, and we all Indian people eat some spices, and that's what we don't have uh, so many digestive issues, because if you eat too much spice, you may get heartburn. But if it is medium or moderately spicy food, that even strengthens your agni and keeps it at the optimum level. Another one more way is langan. Langan means the fasting once a week, and this fasting is tremendously beneficial based on your digestive agni. Few people can completely skip a meal for one day. It's good for them. And third, next day, they feel very, very hungry. Few people cannot survive without food. Then I recommend them to eat just a fruit and fast for one day. Few people eating only 2 meals is fasting for them. So based on your agni, you will be able to fast different ways. But this fasting, what it does, it new food doesn't come in your system. So your agni has time to take care of all the leftover food and all. And then your body really tells you you are very, very hungry. And then you can eat. And that way your agni is maintained. Then daily exercise for 1 hour. Remember, body is building all these tissues and all, and these tissues are the energy reserve. But we do not use that energy. We just sit down. Our lifestyle has become so sedentary. So these tissues are sitting on the body, and that is your weight. Everybody wants to lose weight, but they always think about what I should eat. But they don't think about getting rid of those excessive calories or excessive pounds by doing exercise. And we all have experienced that when we were in India, we were like 20, 30 pounds less, weighing less compared to what we are weighing here. But that is all because of sedentary lifestyle, going everywhere in the car, finding the parking spot which is close to the office or to the shopping center. So less trouble to your body. But I will strongly recommend that whatever ways you can run, you can jog, you can dance, you can play tennis, you can do Zumba, whatever ways you can do yoga, whatever way you can do, but daily 1 hour of exercise is a must. And if you do that, you will notice that your Agni also becomes strong because of that it creates a lot of body heat and strengthens Agni. Then doing different pranayam. You can sit in one place, but do Kapalabhati, Bhastrika pranayam. It moves your belly, it strengthens your Agni, it massages your liver, spleen, and the back are kidneys. So all the organs get massaged, they get more blood, all the wastes are removed. And these pranayam, Kapalbhati, Bhastrika are tremendously beneficial to strengthening your Agni and improving your digestion. So you can see there is no medicine. This is all kind of the different lifestyle things which will help you improve your Agni. Or you can do is use take trikatu. Trikatu is 3 pungent spices. One is ginger, dry ginger powder we call shunthi, black pepper, and third is pippali, and that is in Gujarati it is called ganthoda. And all these are available in Indian grocery store. You mix all those 3 powders in equal proportion and take only 1/4 teaspoon of trikatu after meals, and that will really strengthen your Agni, and your digestive power will be so strong. How much does it cost? Maybe 10 cents, 15 cents, but the effect of it in the body is hundreds of dollars. So think about how your Agni is. And later on, I will send you I have an AMA questionnaire. So you will see how your Agni is. And if it is weak, you can try some of these different ways to strengthen your Agni. But strongly, I recommend that always pay attention to your Agni. Now, I talked about diet. Now is the lifestyle. And lifestyle, Ayurveda talks about 2 things. One is Dinacharya and second is Rutucharya. The following dinacharya is doing the right thing at the right time. And remember, we always talk about timing. Yes, timing is everything. Or that person was at the right place at the right time. When we have the meetings, we always make sure we start the meeting at right time. When you want to take a flight, you always go to the airport at right time because you will miss the flight otherwise. But when it comes to our body, and which is the most important thing, we never follow the right times. We always do it at any time. Like suppose we are supposed to go to bed by 10 o'clock, but we go to bed at midnight or 2 a.m. If we are supposed to go to bed, we are supposed to wake up around 6 a.m., but we wake up at 8, 9, 10 a.m. We are supposed to eat lunch at noon, but we eat at 2, 3 p.m. or sometimes we skip. So a lot of times exercise, people say, I don't have time. So they go to the gym at midnight because there is 24-hour fitness. So they go and exercise at midnight or 1 a.m. and all that. So all that doing at the right time, wrong time, causes lot of issues. So Ayurveda always recommend that dinacharya is follow the right time, and this is like 24 hours. And KPV means kapha pitta vata. So every 4 hours after sunrise is 4 hours is the kapha time, followed by 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. is pitta time, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. is vata time, 6 to 10 p.m. again is kapha time, and that cycle goes around like kapha pitta vata and kapha pitta vata. So if you want to make a best use of these times, then you have to do the right thing at the right time, and you are turning your clock nature's clock. Okay. So go to bed. Ideally, Ayurveda always says go to bed at 10 a.m. and wake up at 10 p.m. and get up at 6 a.m. We always say early to bed and early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Or early birds have more worms and all that. All these sayings have some meaning to that. So when you are waking up around 6 a.m., that is you're waking up kind of in Vata time. Vata is the energy of movement, so you feel very refreshed. But if you wake up at 7, 8, 9, 10, you are waking up in kapha time, and then that heaviness of kapha builds in your body. So ideally, Ayurveda, and these are the few things. If you follow that, you will see the benefit. Go to bed around 10 p.m. and wake up at 6 a.m. and meditate in the morning for 10 to 15 minutes. Don't look at your phone or computer and just start working immediately. You need to meditate, calm down your mind, concentrate on your mental peace and all, and then make a list of things what you want to achieve that day. Think, plan, and then do. And for thinking and all, you need to meditate at least for 5-10 minutes in the morning. And best thing is to start with pranayam for 5 minutes and then meditate for 10 minutes, plan your whole day, and then start your activity. Then eat your light breakfast, go to work. Morning hours are best to get a lot of work done. Eat your lunch around noon, not 2 or 3 p.m. And then exercise in the evening. If you're retired, if you have morning time, you can exercise in the morning also. But these are the two ideal times to exercise. Then in the evening is you can watch TV, you can go take a leisure walk, you can read books, listen to the music, family, if your still family is around, then spending some time and going to bed by 10 p.m. So it is very important. And so Ayurveda says bedtime, wake up time, exercise for 1 hour, and eat 3 meals, breakfast around 7 to 8, lunch around noon, and dinner around 6 to 7. And a lot of things, times people tell me that we don't have time, but we at least all people, our generation, and at this stage, life stage, we have the flexibility of time. At least you start doing these things at the right time, and you will see the benefit of that. So that is about dinacharya. And second very important aspect is called rutucharya. And you will be surprised that rutucharya, Ayurveda goes so much into depth and talks about these kind of things. Is rutucharya is the seasonal routine to create the balance of doshas in seasons. And what do we do? Only we change the clothes. Now in the fall, we were wearing very heavy and warm jacket. Now slowly we are going into spring season. Then we'll wear a warm jacket, but that jacket will not be very heavy. It will be light jacket. Then during summertime, we wear shorts and t-shirts, light clothes, cotton clothes and all. So we always change our clothes according to season, but nobody changes the foods. They don't do different lifestyle during that thing. And remember, what goes inside shows outside. So what foods you eat each season is very, very important. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a minute. So Ritucharya is fine-tuning Dinacharya. So Dinacharya is telling you when to eat. Like I told you, light breakfast around 7, 8, lunch around noon, and dinner around 6 to 7. So Ritucharya tells you what to eat during each season. You don't eat the same food during this season. We always like the change, and we have to change according to the nature's changes and create that balance. Then when Ayurveda says, Dinacharya says, do pranayam in the morning, but which pranayam is ideal based on the season? That Ritucharya tells you. When to exercise, but which exercise to pick during certain season, Ritucharya is going to tell you. Even it goes to clothes, even it says which perfume to use in each season. So Ayurveda, Dinacharya says use comfortable clothes, but Ritucharya will tell you which color to use different seasons because you know, Vibjor, rainbow colors. Red color is the most absorbing heat. So if you wear red color during summertime, you will feel very hot. If you wear very black during summertime, you will feel very hot. But if you wear white clothes, light blue clothes during summertime, they will make you feel cool. But in winter, we want to feel warm. So you can wear red clothes, dark brown color clothes, navy blue, black clothes during fall time, winter time, and you will feel good. So change according to the season. Nobody than Ayurveda talks about this Dinacharya and Ritucharya. It is very unique to Ayurveda. So once you start following these changes, you will start seeing that you can create the balance in each body. To integrate both, that is Dinacharya and Ritucharya, to achieve dynamic balance. So here I'm talking about each season because you will wonder. And pretty soon, majority, millions of people will start having cold and congestion, sneezing, sniffling, and all that. So if they follow these guidelines, they will feel better. So Ritucharya for fall, hey, late winter and spring, this is mainly the kapha season because it rains a lot, snows a lot, and kapha qualities are heavy, cold, and moist. So if you want to balance that, what do we have to do? Exactly do opposite. And even second, third grader will also tell you opposite to heavy is light, opposite to cold is warm, opposite to moist is dry. But we do not apply that wisdom in our day-to-day life, and that causes the problem. So here are example. During springtime, we always say spice up your life. And what does it mean that you add more spices? Why? Because spices are warm, opposite to cold. Spices create lightness in the body, opposite to heaviness. And spices also are creating dryness in the body, so opposite to moistness. So if you have runny nose, watery eyes and all, you can drink ginger tea, or you can have boil all these black pepper, cloves, cinnamon, ajwan, turmeric in a glass of water and drink that, and that will also help you to reduce the congestion. Warm water and herbal teas, as I mentioned to you, these ginger tea, cinnamon tea and all will in warm water will help you to reduce congestion. Then limit sweet, sour and salty, because these three tastes aggravate kapha dosha. And opposite to that, balance is pungent. Pungent is eating spicy food, and bitter and astringent. Astringent is turat, tura. This astringent taste is very drying, so opposite to moist. And pungent taste is very hot and light, opposite to heavy and moist. So all these three tastes, that's what spice up your life. Add more pungent, bitter or very light. So that also creates opposite to heaviness. So that's how we recommend people to make some changes in their food. Be active. So kapha is very heavy. So brisk walk, hike, tennis, line dancing, Zumba, playing pickleball, whatever way you move your body, that will help you reduce kapha dosha. Pranayam, you do Kapal Bhati or Bhasrika pranayam because they produce a lot of heat in the body. Strengthen your Agni. Yoga, different poses, sun salutation, shoulder stand. And I will email you. If you email me back, I will send you this presentation. So you will have it. So don't worry. And wear light, warm color clothes because Kapha is heavy and cold. So yellow, orange, gold, these colors absorb heat, but they don't absorb heat like red or black color. But we need little bit of heat. So yellow, orange, gold color. So you can see Ayurveda talks about so many things, no medicine, but it's all about diet and lifestyle. So you can create the balance with kapha dosha, that excessive rain or excessive snow, allergies and all that, and massage your whole body with warm sesame oil. You can even add ginger powder in that. This horse gram is available in Indian grocery store these days. It is also very drying. So if you mix this in ginger powder, oil, sesame oil, and massage your body, you will feel much lighter and more energetic. So there are so many things you can do to balance kapha dosha during springtime and stay within the balance. Then Rutucharya during summertime. How is summertime? It's very hot, sharp and light. So you can see this guy is swimming in cool water. So he's trying to reduce his body heat. That is the ideal exercise to do during this time. So springtime, I told you to add more spices. Now during summer is very hot. So cut down on spices and start eating foods with little bit of cooling food, that is eating salads, eating sweet pulpy fruit, occasional scoop of ice cream, because all this is cooling. You want to drink water, but instead of drinking ice cold water, you can drink little cool water and you can put like vetiver, it's called khas, or in Marathi we call vara, or jasmine flowers. If you're growing jasmine flowers in your garden, put 1 or 2 flowers in that drinking water and it will quench your thirst. You can drink more coconut water. You can have kokum drink or CCF, that is cumin, coriander and fennel tea, because all those three are cooling spices and they will help you to balance your pitta dosha. Then limit sour, salty, and pungent taste. In kapha, I told you to eat pungent spices. But now during summertime, sour, salty, and pungent have fire element in it. So it aggravates your pitta dosha. And especially if you have hyperacidity, I strongly recommend cut down on sour foods, because tomatoes, yogurt, fermented food a lot and all, it aggravates your pitta a lot. And focus on more sweet, bitter, and astringent. And sweet means not only the dessert, but mainly all the complex carb, because complex carb is broken down into glucose, so that we Ayurveda we consider as a sweet taste. And bitter also is cooling and astringent is also cooling. So these three tastes are better for balancing dosha. Then cool activities is swimming, morning jog, moonlight walk, walk on the grass, playing golf, and also doing some cooling yoga poses, doing some pranayam, anulom vilom, and shitali pranayam, brahmari pranayam will also help you to cool your system. And do some of these yoga poses. And which are the colors to use during summertime is white, light blue, light green, or light purple, because they will help you to repel heat. And if you want to massage your whole body, then use coconut oil, because coconut oil is cooling. In springtime, I told you to massage with warm sesame oil and also add pungent spices like ginger and all in it. But here you want to cool your body down to use coconut oil. That is beneficial. So you can see so many things we can do during summertime to balance the heat in the summer season. Now we come to the fall season, and that is the Vata season. What are the qualities of Vata? A dry, cold, and light. How do you feel? Your skin becomes very, very dry. You feel very cold. You feel lightheaded and all. But if you balance these three qualities with opposite to dry is moist, opposite to cold is warm, opposite to light is dense. So if you balance these three Vata qualities with this, even in fall season, you don't have to suffer. Your skin will not be dry. Your mind will not be anxious and it will not start racing all over and all that, because you're grounding. Now here, now in the fall season, we recommend stop eating salads and now start indulge in more soups, stews, steamed sauteed root vegetables, grains, nuts, khichdi and kadhi, steamed veggies, sauteed veggies and all. That is ideal during fall time. Then drink water, warm herbal teas and all, licorice tea and all are good during this season. Then now the taste, pungent, bitter, astringent, which taste was good for kapha dosha, they are exactly bad for kapha, vata dosha, and vata recommends, we recommend sweet, sour, and salty, because these three tastes balance vata dosha. So all the complex carbs and root vegetables and all, if you add little bit tomato and all in it and little pinch of salt in this, then it will kind of create this moistness in the body and warmth, and you can easily survive during fall season. Energy exercises, here it's more Tai Chi, Qigong, meditation, yoga and all. Then pranayam here, Anulom, Vilom and Brahmari. Here I didn't say do Basrika or Shitali pranayam. Here is more Anulom, Vilom and Brahmari pranayam, because that will help to calm your mind down. Then these are different yoga poses, Pavanamuktasan, Shavasana, Uttanasan and all. And here wear warm and heavy clothes, dark orange. See, and even Mother Nature produces these colors. When do we get pumpkin patch? In fall. All the orange color, because orange absorbs heat. But during Christmas time, everything is so red, because that time the weather is the coolest. So when you wear dark color clothes, it helps you to retain heat and warm your body. So we are exactly what we are trying to do is balancing these dosha qualities and with the opposite qualities and trying to maintain our balance, like this guy is maintaining his balance. If you want to massage your body, and I will strongly recommend massage whole body with warm sesame oil. And during fall time, do that 2 or 3 times a day also, 2 or 3 times a week, sorry. And you can do it in the evening when you have leisure time. Leave that oil on for like 15-20 minutes and then take long hot shower, and you will really, really feel so good. You will sleep sound. If you want, you can put few drops of that oil in both the ears, and that will also help you to sleep sound and all, and listen to the calming music, because vata dosha aggravates your mind, it races your mind. So anything that is calming to you will be beneficial during fall season. So I explained it to you in details how we have to change our diet and lifestyle for each dosha. And there is a one saying that we cannot direct the wind, but we can adjust the sail. And that's exactly, it means that we cannot control the nature, different seasons, But when we do this balancing act with all the seasons, then we can create that balance and prevent most of the diseases, and we can enjoy each and every season. And if you observe the nature, Mother Nature produces the right vegetables, all the right produce, right fruits, right flowers at the same season. Like when do we all the jasmines bloom? During summertime. Why? The fragrance is cooling. The color is white. It repels heat. When do you get all those pumpkins and squashes? During fall. Why? Because they are grounding. So they are opposite to water season. So they are produced more during fall time. So if you start eating vegetables which are grown seasonally, and we always did that in India. We never ate mangoes year round. We ate only during April, May, June time. We ate tilgul only during January time. We eat all the fried food during Diwali time. And there is a reason for all these kind of things. We are changing according to the season. So I told you how we can stay healthy through the diet and lifestyle and maintaining our doshas and all. So very, very important. So what things you have to remember? Diet and lifestyle are the key to your health. So it's not living longer, but living healthier. Then follow dinacharya. Wake up at 6 a.m., go to bed by 10 p.m. You may feel that why am I repeating this? But if you follow these things, you will see tremendous change, positive change in your health. Eat only 3 meals a day, light breakfast, good lunch, and light dinner. Take care of your Agni. Watch your tongue in the mirror. And I gave you different ways you can strengthen your Agni. Exercise for 1 hour, meditate for 15 to 20, 30 minutes and all. And do all these rituals at the right time. And that's what I mentioned here. And follow Ritucharya. Change your diet and lifestyle. Balance this current season. So you don't have to suffer from all those ailments, but you can enjoy each and every season. So let Ayurveda guide guide the way to your health and wellness through diet and lifestyle. So I think you learned something new. For few people, it may be a repetition, but it was a good revision. So they will remember all these things again. So I will stop sharing my presentation and go to the chat. So what do you think? Did you like it?
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. But
It was-
you said we have to email
Yes.
you to get the
Yeah, email.
Okay.
And I have 1 minute. Let me share my presentation again and show you. I always forget to show the last slide. And here is the last slide. 1 minute. Okay, here is my information. My office address, my phone number, and my email is info@dfwveda.com. And if you email me, I will send you the link for this presentation. So you will have all the slides and also along with it, my talk. So you can listen to that over and over again and get to follow. You will know really it well, and then you will be able to follow these things. Okay. So you can take a picture or you can write down my phone number is 469-763-8500. And my email is info@dfwveda.com.
Can you show your diet slide again, that very lengthy diet plan that you showed?
Which diet plan?
Yeah, when you were talking about food and
I will send you the whole presentation. You just
oh,
email me
okay.
and I will send you the whole presentation. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. That was very nice. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
You did a thorough job. And
Yes. And I will go to chat and answer few questions.
and you used some Hindi words that I had forgotten over years. So
Okay.
I got a big kick out of it.
Good, good, good.
Very useful.
Ma'am, you told
Or
me
maybe
about
you can raise your hand and ask the question. I don't know today. It is giving me a little bit hard time. Jaya,
This is
can you see the chat? Thank you. It was great information. Looking forward to listening again. You can raise the hand and ask the question because I am having challenge going through the chat. Anybody? Huh? Okay. Niranjan, go ahead.
yes. You told me about the massage coconut oil plus what? You
No,
said
during summertime, you can use only coconut oil.
just the coconut oil.
Yes. And
And then
springtime, mix ginger powder in it and then massage. And in fall also only sesame oil.
I see. And then you take the shower.
But leave it on for like 15-20 minutes so your skin will have time to absorb it and then take shower.
Okay. Another question. You said you take that only eat the 3 meals, the light
Yes.
breakfast. Now, when you say light, everything light.
No,
I mean,
remember, light means what? The pitta dosha is at the peak in the afternoon. So make your lunch as a main meal.
oh,
And
so you can
in
eat.
the morning, like a lot of people have like a very heavy breakfast. So instead of that, eat less, but eat good lunch and eat light dinner.
Yeah, I eat mostly tea and save mamra.
Save in the morning. I won't recommend eating fried food in the
It's a
morning
fried,
at all.
it's a fried
How
food,
to?
but
Okay,
that's the
somebody
taste.
is asking how to balance doshas. And exactly, I showed you all those 3 science slides. During fall season, what you do. During summer season, what you change, how you change the diet, lifestyle. During springtime, what you can do and all. And of course, if you talk to any Ayurvedic doctor close by or call me, I will tell you which herbs are good for you to balance those doshas. Then what foods help if we have low hemoglobin and we are Jains and vegetarian. So for any red vegetable is beneficial. Any red fruits also are beneficial, like red cabbage or strawberries or tomatoes. Those kind of things are good for you. And if you stimulate your liver, because Ayurvedically, the blood is formed in the liver. So if you take like aloe vera juice or guduchi, giloy, that is also available in Indian grocery store, then that will stimulate your liver and build more blood.
Sorry, can you say that again, please? Like you said, aloe vera juice and what
Aloe
other?
vera juice, or I said giloy, Giloy.
Giloy.
That is guduchi. That is available in Indian grocery store.
What is giloy? What does it?
Giloy is a herb. It is excellent for your body and it also stimulates liver. So it helps to build more blood.
Okay, does it have any other name? Hindi name, Gujarati name? Giloy.
Giloy, I think, is Gujarati, but we call guduchi, or in Marathi we call gulvel.
Giloid is a Gujarati word.
Yeah,
Oh,
Giloy is a Gujarati word.
Never heard of it.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
aloe vera is a general.
Okay. The next question is, what dosha is responsible for vertigo? Again, it could be either vata dosha or pitta dosha. Even if you feel kind of dizzy or if you feel vertigo, if room is moving around you, is different thing. Or if you feel you are moving, then it's vata dosha. If room is moving around you, it could be pitta dosha. So that kind of, we need to know more about it. I cannot just tell you only with this question. Should we take mixture of those 3 spices before dinner or after dinner? For few people, it really, if you take it before dinner, it burns your system. So I would recommend it to take ginger, black pepper and pipali after dinner, right after dinner. And that will help to improve your digestion.
What do you do with the watery eyes? What do you suggest?
Most of the time, watery eyes and all, it's I will recommend 1 drop of ghee, homemade ghee.
Oh,
Take it on your finger and like a kajal, put it inside your eye and gently rub the eye. That will lubricate your eye and it will not water too much.
oh, very good. So
Because eyes is the seat of fire element. So the heat bothers the eyes a lot. And that's what ghee is, very, very cooling, and it nourishes your eye.
So you don't have to warm up or nothing, just the
No, just but melt it. Don't put solid ghee. Just take it in the spoon, just melt it a little, wait for it till it cools down, and put that liquid ghee in both the eyes. For
Oh, thank you.
occasional high BP, what do you suggest? Like 145 over 90. So Ayurvedically, blood pressure is because of Pitta dosha. Pitta dosha increases tension in the body, and that causes the problem. So if you do pranayam, if you do anulom vilom, if you do Brahmari pranayam, your blood pressure will come down 10 points low.
Yeah.
And if you reduce a lot of like tension building, you are always competing against everybody and all that. So if you change your personality or take some cooling herbs like amlaki or guduchi or neem and all, that will also help to lower your pitta dosha. Also cut down on spices. That will also help you to reduce pitta dosha, and that will help to balance your blood pressure. How to lower LDL, bad cholesterol? Again, here, let me tell you, people always, when I tell them to eat ghee, oh, my cholesterol will aggravate. 2 or 3 teaspoons of ghee or cooking oil will never increase your cholesterol. Ghee,
Right.
as a matter of fact, will lower your cholesterol. Think about when we do any puja or yajna, what do we pour on the Agni? 1 teaspoon ghee at a time, and that Agni flares up. So same way, ghee strengthens your Agni. But what is bad for your cholesterol is artificially hydrogenated fat, that is margarine or store-bought cookies and cakes and everything, all the bakery products and all, they have margarine because they don't worry about our health, they are worried about the cost, and they want the cheapest of the fat. And they use all this artificially hydrogenated fat, and then your cholesterol aggravates. And when you start eating these 3 meals and strengthen your Agni, you will see that your cholesterol will come down. In CCF, what is the F for? And cumin, coriander, and fennel seeds. So you can take, suppose you take 1 cup of coriander seed, take half cup of cumin seeds, and take 1/4 teaspoon of fennel seeds, and then roast them a little bit, and then in the coffee grinder, make their powder, in the powder form, and then add half teaspoon of that mix in a glass of water, or steep it, put it in the hot water and steep it overnight. And in the morning, drink that water, and you will really see it is excellent anti-inflammatory. So if doctor is saying you have a lot of inflammatory diseases, this CCFT will help you to reduce all these issues. Then F is fennel, yes. Then how to make kokum juice? These days you get kokum concentrate in Indian stores, or you get like a kokum peels. It is a peel of the fruit. So you can soak 4 or 5 pieces of kokum in hot water for like couple of hours, 4 hours, and blend it in the blender. And it tastes excellent. And though it is sour, it balances pitta dosha because it is alkaline in nature. Lemon also is sour, but lemon is alkaline. Ginger also is very pungent, but it is alkaline. So for all the acid diseases, inflammatory diseases, these things work very well.
लीला में
Can you add jaggery and ghee with trikatu? Yes, you can add jaggery and ghee with trikatu, or even if you just mix it in ghee, because ghee is cooling, so it balances excessive heat quality of trikatu, and you can take it, or you can even mix it in honey, because Ayurvedically honey is really good. Though it is sweet, it is astringent in taste. So honey, ginger powder and all works very well to reduce the kapha dosha. So you can mix it in jaggery or ghee, or you can mix it in honey or just ghee. That's fine. Yes, Mr. Dilip. Yeah.
I have a question,
Yeah.
Dr. Apte.
Yes.
Before I ask question, I want to repeat something that you said, reminded me of my grandmother, that she used to say that you have to chew your food 32 times. That's why
Yes.
God gave you 32 teeth. So one chewing.
Exactly. And
Okay.
that means you take time, because
Yeah.
what happens, the smaller the particles happen in the mouth, easier it is for your Agni to digest it.
Right.
And when you are chewing 32 times, that means you are keeping that food in your mouth. So you are savoring that food. Where are the taste buds? They are not in the stomach, they are in your tongue. So if you want to enjoy that food, then you have to chew it longer and eat mindfully. Then only you will enjoy that food.
My question is to you. I had learned this very early, Ayurvedic medicine. Then I went into scientific medicine. And later on, I was one of the first people here who started teaching diet and drug and diet disease interactions, 3 ways. But I'm a retired professor, by the way. So my question is that I remember that somebody asked you how much to eat. And I remember that you are supposed to, according to Ayurveda, you are supposed to fill your stomach 1 part with food, 1 part with water, and 1 part with air. And there was 4th one that I have forgotten.
No. 2 parts with food, 1/4 with liquids, and 1/4 you keep empty. So food can move in your system and it get digested very well.
I know that, but
there is a rule of 75.
No, I thought it was 4 things, but maybe it was, one was a liquid food and one was solid food. And then water and air, that makes 4. Thank you.
Thank you. Where do we send email address? I gave you my email, info@dfwveda.com, dfwveda.com. And once I get it, I will download this presentation and send it to you. And I will strongly recommend, I'm going to do this every month. So if any of your friends are interested, tell them. I have a database of almost 1,500 people. But many people, I did this long time ago, 2 years ago. So they may have lost touch. But if you know anybody who is interested, send them my presentation link, so they will be able to attend also. Okay?
Thank you.
I have a question.
1 minute. If you dry all over ear, what to do? If you dry all over with what to do, does it mean vata aggravated? Yes. If you are eating very dry foods or drying your body, definitely your vata is aggravated. And you may have constipation, you may have gas, bloating, aches and pains in the body, arthritis, restless mind, and all those things happen because of vata dosha.
So what do you do
Somebody
with
had
that,
one question.
Dr. Apte?
I will answer that question and then we will end. Yes, go
Dr.
ahead.
Apte, so if you all over the year, if you're dry, what type of food do you eat?
Mainly you focus on vata balancing. So when you get the presentation, look for all the tips. That is oatmeal cereal for breakfast, stews, soups and stews, and warm, moist foods during the whole year, because your vata is aggravated a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
One
Thank
question.
You.
Hello.
Yes.
What do you...
Varsha, talk.
Yeah,
ask.
just a quick question. Is it okay to take Trikatu if someone has high BP?
That depends. If they have digestive issues, weak digestion, then you can give them even if they have high blood pressure.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, then AGB Rukmini, you can ask your question.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Dr. Apte, very nice
Yes.
presentation. Can you please suggest what foods to avoid for arthritis? Because I have arthritis.
Okay. Do your joints well? Do your joints well?
Yeah, joints are well, but in finger...
do they swell? Do you have swelling around the joints?
No swelling, no swelling.
No swelling?
In finger I have swelling.
Okay, so when there is lot of swelling and all in the body, then we recommend cut down on sweets, sweet, sour, and salty foods.
Okay.
You give me a call in the office so we can talk more. in details, okay?
Okay.
And there is one more person, JCNJ meetings. I don't see the name. But that person has raised the hand.
Yeah. So this is Kiran here. Sorry, I
Okay.
was using different ID. But
Okay.
yeah, so for LDL, what did you suggest? I just couldn't get it. But for
No,
lowering the
I
LDL,
said what kind of fats you use. You have to see ghee, 2 or 3 teaspoons of ghee and some cooking oil will not aggravate your cholesterol. But in Ayurveda, we have a formula called Triphala Gugul. It
okay.
is very beneficial for a lot of people to lower their cholesterol and increasing HDL and lowering LDL and triglycerides.
Does Isabgol also helps?
Isabgol helps to mainly clear your bowels and all that. And that way it will help.
But for LDL, it will not help.
LDL, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And
What did
to
you
do about?
mention?
Yeah, go ahead.
What Trifla? What did you say about Trifla? What?
Yeah, a lot of people have issues with constipation or bowel movement not getting complete or hard stools. So they should take 2 tablets of Triphala at bedtime. So in the morning, they get good bowel movement.
No, you mentioned something about Trifla and LDL. What did you say?
That is Triphala Gugul. TRIPHALA GUGGUL. It's a formula. If you do Google search, you will find Triphala Gugul. You can order it.
That is a tablet?
Yes, it is in tablet form.
And how many do you recommend?
The based on your cholesterol and all, you can take 1 twice a day or 2 twice a day. But I don't know I don't know your Prakriti and all that, so I cannot tell you exact dose. So start with 1 tablet twice a day after meals.
And what to do? I mean, if gas is there coming out, so what do you suggest for that? Like, what do we? How do we?
Mainly if there is lot of gas, that means your bowel movement is not complete. So start taking 2 tablets of Triphala at bedtime. And there is also one churna called Hingashtak churna or Lavan Bhaskar churna. That is also available in India. Here I don't know. In Indian store you may find it. So if you take half a teaspoon of that just before dinner.
It is available. Lavan Bhaskar Churn is available in Indian shops.
Can you repeat the name again? Loving what?
Lavana Bhaskar Churna. LAVANA Bhaskar Churna.
Okay.
Okay, so it is now almost 5:18. I will answer one more question and then we will end.
How much cardio exercise do you suggest
every
per
month.
week?
So you will have plenty of opportunities to ask my questions.
How much cardio exercise do you suggest per week? Or
yes, cardio exercise means instead of only going to the gym and lifting weights, I like people to go out and do workout in the air because we are always in this controlled environment. So you need to breathe fresh air. Need to be in the nature and around the trees and all that because nature also has very cooling and calming effect on our body. And I will recommend brisk walk is the most easy. Walking is called the king of exercises. So if you walk briskly or if you jog, if you play tennis, even if you have young children or grandchildren, play with them for half an hour and you will really see they will wear you out. You have to move your body, which is not happening these days.
Work in your garden.
Yes, working in the garden, it's a beautiful hobby. And you are with the mother nature, you are digging the soil and all. So it is very, very calming and meditating.
Dr. Apte, one more question. My HDL is low. How to improve it?
That's what I told you. We need to know your diet, lifestyle and all.
Okay.
And if you take Triphala Gugul, that also increases your HDL.
Okay, Triphala is I am taking last time you told. And I think in Triphala this is Google also.
No, I'm not talking about only Triphala. I'm talking about for HDL, Triphala Gugul is a separate product.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Chalo, thank you. Namaste to all of you. I will send you the presentation and we will meet every third or fourth weekend, Sunday of the month. Okay. And if you are interested in any particular topic, email me. So I will know what interests you more, because I will keep on talking on many things. But if you are interested in particular topic, then email me. So I will create a presentation and share it with everybody. Okay. So
Thank you,
and
Dr.
namaste
Ashe.
and
Thank
happy
you
New
very
Year to
much.
all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
So much.
Yes.
Very
Thank you.
interesting.
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Very useful. Thank you.
જે એને આ પેલું એનું મને કીધું.
Should I end it then?
All right.